Whistle goes, and we start the second half. And he skips past his man. Shevchenko in the hunt and looking threatening. Played out towards the right wing. Shevchenko. That's good running with the ball. And it's Barella. And here's Batistuta. Little doubt, that is a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Ricci. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Shevchenko gets into a good position. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Shevchenko. It is a corner. Bayer Leverkusen with the corner, there first. Here's the header! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement.
Shevchenko! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bastoni does really well to win the ball there. Over to the left. And that is exemplary defending.
Some inspired work, that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Shevchenko looking to penetrate opposition lines. And pull it! Oh, off the bar! Dealt with nicely by the defence. Now it's Donadoni. The message is clear, none shall pass. Batistuta.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Nicely spread. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And time is up. Bayer Leverkusen can look back on a nigh-on...
ഫോണിയാ പറ അവണ ഇങ്ങ നോക്കാൻ സൗണ്ട് ഒക്കെ നോക്കാൻ QR കോഡ് എന്തിനാ സൗണ്ട് ഉണ്ടോ സൗണ്ട് ഉണ്ടോ ഉണ്ടല്ല ഓക്കെ
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
I don't think we've seen a dribbler as good as this guy, Vinicius Jr., in some time. His favourite move is to receive the ball in a wide position, attract defenders his way, where he can turn them and just leave them behind and have a clean run at goal. He's a very tricky customer and getting better week by week.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. And he's picked out the run. Now it's Batistuta. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Batistuta unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He's a sharp little ball here. Howson, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up. And Batistuta! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Milan have the chance to go the other way. Oh, well played, well sorted out. AC Milan could counter here. Oh, well measured. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Pass somewhat off target. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Donato. Can he finish? Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Bayer Leverkusen are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Van Dijk clears. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Tries to play it through. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And that has been clubbed away. Thuram has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And the ball's come loose, and again! He scores! AC Milan are all square. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
There will be 1 minute added time.
That has certainly made things interesting. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. And the game has already resumed here. Donatoni. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Corner number 2 then. Oh, smashing header! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! Into the lead once more. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
That's going in strongly.
Ernest. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And here's Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Chance, surely! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Just needed better contact.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Kaká. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. out again for a throw-in. Costa Curta. Another throw-in. Oh, that was vital. And he's there to belt it away. Dida. Now it's Shevchenko. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Costa Curta. Threads one in. And he's cut it out. That has not gone well. Aimed beyond the defence. Hausen. Vieira. Bayer Leverkusen looking to pass their way through.
Bayer Leverkusen clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Neymar, nicely aimed pass. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Van Dijk. Passing is crisp and sharp. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Bayer Leverkusen clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was...
Can he finish? It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Well, all I can say is that he did very well to squeeze it in near post. He didn't have much to aim at.
Bayer Leverkusen could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Now, can they get him away? And this is Shevchenko. He's got away. And the shot! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breath. And that's that. Bayer Leverkusen can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next
Hello,
2 hours,
everybody,
it
and
might not
welcome
feel
to
like that.
today's match.
The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. As you can see, we've already started here. Tony Adams. Now, there is a proper defender, Jim.
Well, not too many Englishmen can rival his leadership qualities, Peter.
He just had so many strengths. You could go on all day about him, couldn't you?
Well, the epitome of solidity, thanks to his winning mentality and ability to organise a back four. You don't argue with Tony Adams. You do what you're told.
That's really well manoeuvred. Van Dijk does really well to win the ball there. Gullit. Nicely shaped ball. That is a brilliant interception.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Oh, smashing header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. It's their second corner of the game. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Great chance! It's anyone's ball now. He's going for goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he get on the end of this? And the through ball. This looks promising. That's a corner kick. And he's there to clear it. And he's let fly. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Bayer Leverkusen are looking to go forward now. And here's Messi. Takes the shot.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And here's Chiesa. Vieira. Donatoni. No, that's been intercepted. Now, can they get him away? Oh, important interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Bayer Leverkusen clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. That is good alertness. Vieira. Gullit. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Mbappe. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. An engrossing
And a quick
half,
reminder
but we're
today
still
to
where we
please take
started,
all lit-up
0-0.
bins located by the entrance gates. Thank you very much for your cooperation. Substitution on the field. Number 7, Chiesa.
And
Number
that's
10,
the start of another 45
Messi.
minutes.
Number 13,
Both sides
Makelele.
defensively robust up to
Number
now.
2, Adams. Number 16, Howson.
Donadoni.
Coming on the field.
Nicely
Number
weighted
22,
ball. Oh, well played,
Fiore.
well played.
Number
Played towards the
14,
front line.
Raul.
And
Number
that pass
15,
is somewhat...
Davids.
Donadoni!
Number 17,
And that's what you call inspired
Number
goalkeeping.
14,
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Bayer Leverkusen have their third corner. Header! That's really well cleared. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Batistuta. Batistuta unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Donadoni. Danger averted for now. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And it's Batistuta. Beckenbauer stands tall and stands strong. Well timed, excellent interception. It's a pretty loose pass. Looking for the run. Lewandowski was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Face to face with the keeper. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Pull it. Donadoni. Now that looks a decent ball. Shot could be on. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
He's being urged to shoot.
Substitution in progress.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
That's been cut out, well played. And it's Hullet. And there's green grass ahead of him. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head.
Lewandowski really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Can he get it through? And he plays one through.
There will be
Fiore.
1 minute added time.
So that's it. It is all over. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant
Hello,
buzz in the
everybody,
stadium,
and
and the
welcome
players
to
on the
today's
pitch are
match.
raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running. So Nilsson's getting a start here.
Well, it's hardly a surprise, Peter, when you consider just how much natural ability he has.
And the shots! They've scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to...
And one more try! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Pullet. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Look at the spec... And Hullet! Ruud Hullet! Beyond special! What a player! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And they're at it again, in double quick time! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier.
He's going for goal! And that has fair fizzed.
Nothing wrong with the idea. Inches away.
O'Shea is there, and he can pick it up. Batistuta, that is good alertness. Xavi Alonso, Puskás, and he's making progress on the ball. He's shifting through the gears here. Fires it in low. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you can see his annoyance.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Costa Curta. At best. He's had it taken off him. Looking for the run. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. The less said about that pass, the better. Now it's Batistuta. Back into the middle.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Bayer Leverkusen clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, super ball! And it's Vieira. Picked out brilliantly. And he's quick to snatch it back. Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Into the channel. It's a pretty loose pass. Van Dijk. Threads one in. And here's Batistuta. Now, who's going to be first to this?
Bayer Leverkusen
Have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Pull it. Oh, good spread. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Some first half thoughts?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue
Volunteers for
even
each
further.
block, please
I'd always
report
be
to the
inclined to
staff
go
room
for
immediately.
the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Bayer Leverkusen are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. And we're off again. That's a little off target. Oh, good ball! Shevchenko! And it's there! It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Shevchenko demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Bayer Leverkusen find a position of real strength now. Now it's Hullet. He's through here. Big chance. Mosbeck, there's the shot. It's in. Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. Bayer Leverkusen are having a ball here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
It's a promising position. Takes on his marker. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, nice one too, very nice. Xavi Alonso. That has been slung wide. Can he get it through? Puskos. Oh, that's nice. Engages and forces him off the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And this is Batistuta. Oh, he's been caught napping. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. O'Shea. Vieira. Wolverhampton appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Oh, the ball's come loose here.
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Donadoni charging forward, the ball at his feet. And this is... Can he finish?
Substitution.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Tries to get it clear. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's had it nicked away. Batistuta goes on a run down the left wing. He's found a way through. He whips it across. Vieira. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Haaland is onto this, and it's
There'll be
O'Shea.
3 minutes added time.
Not offside that time. Maldini. Cannavaro. And the number on the board is 3. Batistuta, and Batistuta! He's put his foot right through that one.
Substitution in progress.
So there's going to be another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness.
And the referee brings it to a close. Bayer Leverkusen, looking by any yardstick formidable. Truly enjoy. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle, and here we go. Howson making his 300th appearance today. Just another reminder to those who missed the pre-game ceremonies.
Well, Peter, he has been the servant who keeps on giving to this team. You don't get to do what he has without a dedication and motivation that simply never wavers.
It's a promising position. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Donatoni threads one in. Oh, well played. Van Dijk.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Opts for safety. Played out towards the right wing. First quarter of an hour gone. Howson cuts it out. Shevchenko. Hullet. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Ball has bounced loose now. Now it's Hullet. He can run onto that. Now that's shot a goal! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! And it's Bayer Leverkusen who take the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Shevchenko! Off the post! He can get that clear. Bayer Leverkusen are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well timed, excellent interception. Could be danger here. And Shevchenko! He has done it! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Giuliano Belletti will undoubtedly have a very busy game here, Peter. He's good going in both directions and has a very impressive painting.
One of those who's become a great chance! He's scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Bayer Leverkusen are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So, a breakthrough already. Rijkaard promptly onto that, and that is that. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Bullet. Batistuta. And Batistuta! Chouameni. Oh, easy pickings there. And back to the keeper they go. Well, there's the clearance. Mbappe. Szoboszlai. Mbappe. Bullet. Donadoni goes steaming forward. Floated through. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And it's Hullet. Short changes him with that pass. Looking for options for movement. Thuram. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. 30 minutes gone. Borussia Dortmund looking to pass their way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Has a look and plays it forward. He can get that clear, and that's been won straight back. Now, can they get him away? Can he latch on to this? Vieira. Pull it. Roberto Carlos does well to get it back. And it's Thuram. Pull it. Mbappe. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Chouameni. Borussia Dortmund. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second.
Takes a shot, and it's hit the woodwork and out. The most accurate pass. Shevchenko! It's a goal! And this is getting better and better. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, He took his time and he put it where very few can.
So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And that is expertly dealt with. Howson. Well, they could break here. That's a sharp pass. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Howson is there to clear. Bayer Leverkusen needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
He's on it. Can he get away? That's good play. Chouameni proves too strong. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Great chance here from position A1. And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. Hullet! Ruud Hullet! Beyond special! What a player! About as smooth as it gets. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
A case now of complete control. Hullet, Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Chouameni running with the ball. Yeah.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
And Shevchenko! Just cruising! They are cruising! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Leverkusen.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle.
Javier Zanetti will be having a very busy game for sure, Peter. He'll be raiding the flanks all game long, if he's allowed to, of course. But if he starts beating people and getting balls into the box consistently, I can only see one winner here.
And he does it with such an unassuming demeanour. He makes the ordinary look beautiful, doesn't he?
He does, absolutely. His game is just laced with moments of sheer brilliance. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, facing up to his ad. He's gone for goal! And the keeper read that really well.
I think he did really well to get the shot away, to be honest, given how much pressure he was under at the time.
Dunk. Albert Ferrer. Oh, easy pickings there. Bayer Leverkusen still without a single shot on target. Olise is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Oh, well measured. Big chance! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Oh, super ball! Donatoni. Chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Albert Ferrer gets it clear. Tries to pass it through. Lewandowski. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Looking for a runner. No, he's just misjudged that one. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. The pass is intercepted. Now, can they get him away? Thuram. Donatoni. And it's
There will be
Hullet.
1 minute added time.
He's a sharp little ball here. Shevchenko is flagged offside. And that'll be the final action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Bayer Leverkusen are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
That pass has been well intercepted. Pass somewhat off target. That pass isn't the best. Donadoni! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
Zanetti. And it's Azar. Decent progress down the left. That's tidy. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
That has been cut short. Bullet! Great strike, a test for the keeper.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Neymar. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. He's going to be disappointed with that. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, this is a great position. Batistuta was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Batistuta.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
He's tried one! And that would have been game, set and match.
Vieira has reacted
Substitution
in
in
utter
progress.
shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Bayer Leverkusen have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. And that's another good win of the ball. Just 5 minutes left. That has not gone well.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Oh, that's clever. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. The message is simple: defend this with your lives. O'Shea is there. He's having a go! And that is wildly off target.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Played out towards the right wing. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. No, that's been intercepted. And it's O'Shea. Doku. Now Mbappe. It's a pretty loose pass. That's the end. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello, everybody,
The game
and
yet to
welcome
kick
to
off.
today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So off we go then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quick.
Can he finish? And that is wildly off target.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Vieira picks it up from the goal kick. Donatoni. And there's green grass ahead of him. Referee has just said play on. Looking for options for movement. Batistuta showed plenty of zest. He's having a go! Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Oh, he's been caught on it here! And he's quick to get it clear again. So, what can they make of this? Bellingham. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Bullet. Right, Shevchenko. And he's picked out the run. And this is Bullet. He's having a shot! No goals as yet. Mbappe.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's some...
And a chance! Oh, it's hit the post! And the finish! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Bullet really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Oh, it's come loose. And now they can spring out of defence. That is good alertness. Nicely intercepted. Threads one in. Baresi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Totti. Distributed tidily. Shevchenko gets into a good position. Beckenbauer. Totti might just make this. And it's Totti. Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's found a way through. Zanetti gets into some space. Van Dijk with the clearance. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period.
And a quick reminder
Let us see what the
today
second
to
half
please take
brings.
all lid-out bins located
Any
by
strong
the
opinions
entrance
on the
gates.
first half?
Thank you
Bayer
very much for your
Leverkusen, they
cooperation.
probably be feeling a little aggrieved about not capitalising on such a bright start. Their mood at half-time should be more upbeat. The glass remains half full and it should spur them on.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Bayer Leverkusen clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, Don't try to fix it.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Rijkaard. Vieira. He's a sharp little ball here. And this is Batistuta. Shevchenko. Shot a goal! It's there!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Bayer Leverkusen have penetrated for the first time.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half.
Real chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Not the most accurate pass. And the counter is on. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's picked it up out wide. Bayer Leverkusen needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made.
He's won a chance! It's there! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Substitution for Leverkusen. Number 7, Donadoni. Coming on the field is number 22, Bellingham.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Bayer Leverkusen are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Bayer Leverkusen still have the cards to affect this game. Can he finish? Oh, that is rather wayward. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Tries to pass it through. Oh, it's Haaland. Well read, and the danger is averted. Costa Curta gets good distance on it.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Bebeto is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And that has put paid to that. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Substitution for Leverkusen. Number 10, Gullit. Coming on to replace him is number 8, Raúl.
Maradona absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually...
Takes a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner.
Up he goes! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Makaleli. Oh, can he get onto this? Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome.
And a quick announcement now.
Shevchenko claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Hello?
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Leverkusen.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we're underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I don't think you're going to get many defenders who are as good as this fella, Koundé. When it comes to building from the back, I mean, he's always boasted impressive forward passes where you see him hit the front line with diagonals, switch play. He's got a great, varied passing game, but I really have been surprised at how good a ball carrier he is.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Tries to play it. He's having a shot! Marvellous goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Oh, what a mistake! And he's got the beating of his man. Tries a shot! It's in! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind.
It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Courtois herring after the ball here. Romero kept his eye on it, and he's there. Gullit. Can he get on the end of this? And they've got rid.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Mbappe. He's cut it out. And that was very necessary. Maldini. Dink through. Brilliantly cut out. That's going to go a long way. Eze. Oh, there's a probing ball. And he was quick to react. Vieira. Gullit. He has found the way through. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Gullit taking charge of the dead ball. So, to pass or to shoot? That is his question. Oh, the ball's come loose here. The ball goes in. No, that's not going to find its target. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Great ball if he can get there. Okazaki, he is through here. Can he finish? Off the post. Oh, it's gone in!
No, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And here's Okazaki. And the half-time whistle goes. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one.
Bayer Leverkusen would seem to still be getting over the OG. It was an honest mistake, and they've got to move on.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
An instinctive delivery. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. O'Shea with the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's the throw. Bayer Leverkusen really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. Cleared without complication. Aimed beyond the defence. Quality ball. That has been cut short. No, he's just misjudged that one. Eder Militao. Koundé. Howson gets across to intercept that.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And the referee has shown him a yellow card. He's had it taken off him. Pullet dominates aerially so often. Vieira. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And there's green grass ahead of him. Poor, robust challenge. Bayer Leverkusen needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an
And the shot! He has done it! Again, we are level! What a contest!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Bayer Leverkusen really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Passing Mbappe! Kylian Mbappe! You just cannot stop him! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And they get themselves in front! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Brazil take the lead.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
4 added minutes has been indicated.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now, can they get him away? He's been bundled over, that is a foul. No second thought, a straight red card. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
Substitution in progress.
It's a Brazil free kick. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. And that's a great chance! Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game
everybody,
yet to
and
kick
welcome
off.
to
The
today's
excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's away we go then.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's
And he's had a hit! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Costa Curta gets it away. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Probing pass. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. O'Shea spots it and intercepts. Oh, it's come loose.
a lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He won't be happy with that one. Donatoni. Driving through the middle. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Nice interception, well timed. Ah, he's fizzed it forward. Looking for the run. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Oh, really well played.
And he shoots! And he nearly went all the way.
Neymar just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
And it's Batistuta. Henderson did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he can clear it away. Knocks it out wide. Back into the middle.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Pedri. 30 minutes gone. And they're quick to get it back. Batistuta is wide and looking to get onto this. And this is named. And the shot! It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. This to go one up. That is some save from Khan. It's a pretty loose pass. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that could set him on his way. Oh, just skips Neymar! Donatoni getting this one clear. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Pedri. Now it's
There will
Batistuta.
be 1 minute added time.
Orange County are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Nicely weighted ball. He's found the way through. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And no surprise, that's a booking. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Gullit is behind this one. And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. Gullit! Now, who's going to be first to this? Here comes the cross. Ruben Diaz clears.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to win.
He's tried one! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Gullit actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Shevchenko, Batistuta, and the shot! And it's in! And finally, he has breathed life into the game! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Bayer Leverkusen have broken through. It's 1-0.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And here's Neymar. And here's Batistuta. And Batistuta! Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it,
Substitution in
Peter, but
progress.
did he hit that too well?
എന്താ സുണ്ടാവൂടാ
Time then for the first substitution of the game. There's going to be a major shake-up in the attack here.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what system they'll be playing with now, Peter.
And he's had it nicked away. Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's Gullit. Shevchenko! And that is doing no harm at all.
Bayer Leverkusen certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
And here's Messi, looking to play him in. Tries a shot! It's in! There seemed no way back, but they are level. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Mbappe. Baresi calmly anticipates.
That's just playing it safe
Added
and
minute
simple.
has been indicated.
4 extra minutes added on. Looking for options for movement. And he's there to get it away. So that's it. It is all over. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure.
ഓൺ ടൈം ഉണ്ട മാത്രമേ ഉള്ളൂ നിക്ക് ഓൾക്ക് കൊടുക്കട്ടെ ഇതൂടെ ഭാഗ്യം ಯಾಕೆ ಲೈನ್ ವಿളിച്ചനെ ലൈൻ വിളിച്ചനെ ആ ലൈൻ വിളിച്ചൂടാ ആ
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Wales.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're up and running. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
There's no shortage of great fullbacks in the game today, but Robertson really is among the very best.
Batistuta! It's loose, and it's come back out to him. Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, he certainly reacted quicker than anyone else, Peter. He just couldn't keep...
Could be danger here. And he's forced to go back. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And it's Gullit. Can he get it through? That has ended up in no man's land. Gullit. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Batistuta. Pedri. Rijkaard. Messi. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And this is De Bruyne. Look at the space here. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And it's Messi. Still goalless. Howson gets across to intercept that. Vieira plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's neat. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Wales trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
And the finish! Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. This to make it 1-0. Not much more than a formality.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
For Wales, after 29 minutes, is number 11, Kylian Mbappe.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Gullit. And Gullit! That carried quite a threat. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Pedri plays a sharp little ball here. Pedri is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And he's managed to get rid. And he's there to retrieve it. Now it's Mbappe. He's in a Mbappe. Big chance! It's there! And they're at it again in double quick time.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Has been indicated.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Wales are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And the half-time whistle goes.
Just a quick announcement, and an exciting one too. We're about to announce today's lottery numbers. Please watch the screen if you have a ticket.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
This is Batistuta. Batistuta! That was superb goalkeeping.
Batistuta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
He's trying his best to keep it in play here. And now they can spring out of defence. He's got away. Messi is onto this.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Batistuta. He's in a great... And it's hit the woodwork and out. In for the pieces. Really well taken goal. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Substitution.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Bayer Leverkusen get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
He's found some space. Gullit gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. And the pass is intercepted. Robertson. And it's Kimmich. It's Kimmich. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And that is a little undercooked. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick.
Substitution from Leverkusen. Number 7, Donadoni. Coming on to replace him is number 22, Bellingham.
Now it's Mbappe. And he's had it nicked away.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Deftly away. Short changes him with that pass. Mbappe! Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Batistuta just eases him off the ball. And he's gone looking for safety. Thuram. Pass somewhat off target. Tries to play it through. He's on it. Can he get away? He's shifting through the gears here. Vieira. And it's Shevchenko. Great vision.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And the referee brings it to a close. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
everybody, and
The fans
welcome
have
to
pulled out
today's
all the
match.
stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're underway. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
I don't think we've seen a dribbler as good as this guy, Vinicius Junior, in some time. His favourite move is to receive the ball in a wide position, attract defenders his way, where he can turn them and just leave them behind and have a clean run at goal. He's a very tricky customer and getting better week by week.
And Hullet! They want to be quick to recover this. And it's Hullet. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Donadoni does really well to win the ball. And the shot! It's loose, and the keeper couldn't hold it. That had everyone off their seats. Spread it left. Now it's Bellingham, and he's managed to get free. And he's whipped. He's got full. Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Bayer Leverkusen clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Hullet. In by Hullet. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Donadoni. Oh, good-looking ball. That's a shade optimistic. Looking for options for movement. It's a pretty loose pass. Bellingham. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Great vision. Wilshere. Vieira spots it and intercepts. That's really well cleared. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. He's under a lot of pressure there. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And the pass is intercepted. Donadoni. And here's Shevchenko. He might be in. Shevchenko! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Ooh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for a lack of trying. So there was the first half.
Bayer Leverkusen ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Oh, what a climb! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Can he get it through? He's away! Now, who's going to be first to this? Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Vieira is... Chance for a shot! movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the first moment of real significance.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden...
And Shevchenko! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
And they've got Reed. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And it's Maradona. Now there's a fine ball. Great chance! And now they can clear their lines.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Cleared away, and he's quick to snatch it back. And the shot's on here. Shevchenko! He has done it! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike!
After 87
A momentary
minutes,
lapse, mercilessly
number
exploited.
9,
They were
Andrei
absolutely
Shevchenko.
lethal.
Look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Shevchenko. Substitution for Leverkusen. Number 7, Donadoni. Coming on the field is number 22, Bellingham.
Neggile una via.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get
Hello,
ready to lock
everybody, and
horns.
welcome to
This is
today's
football
match.
at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. we're underway. Christian Abbiati in goal today. Just another example of a great Italian stopper. My goodness me, they've produced a few.
They have, and like some of the current crop, he's someone who's starred at the top level since his teens, Peter. Also proved himself to be a symbol of longevity and consistency.
Out of play for a throw. And he's managed to gift it back. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now it's Batistuta. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And it's Batistuta. Now it's Villa. That'll be a throw. Vieira.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Batistuta is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
O'Shea, and that's been intercepted. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Batistuta. Pull it. Vieira plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Maldini. Played into space. Messi. Real chance! There it is! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
No way through. Can he get it through? And he welcomes it in. O'Shea. Net yet. David Villa. What a throw in.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Pullet is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Howson is the team's great visionary. Opts for safety. Donatoni. O'Shea. Has a look and plays it forward. That's a cute ball. Howson gets across to intercept that. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. That's really well manoeuvred. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Bayer Leverkusen really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Donatoni. That pass has been well intercepted.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Messi. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Vieira. Great vision. Bayer Leverkusen still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Batistuta. Searching pass he's played there. Always onto this. It's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Defending of the desperate variety. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Bayer Leverkusen appear determined to play through the middle again. And guess what? It's the same result. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Fullet. Can he get on the end of this? Here comes a header! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Substitutions
Keep calm
taking place.
and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Bayer Leverkusen are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
At least they're going about.
There could be trouble here, and he's managed to get free. Decent chance! It's in! Do not write them off! Back they come! Terrible error, duly punished.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
After 84 minutes is number 11, Gabriel
That has
Batistuta.
certainly made things interesting.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Picked out brilliantly. And he's there to get it away.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Now, can they get him away? Oh, easy pickings there. And that is that. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No